For this week, we download something.
Well, the tutorial for the next part is on week 2, but there's no more assets, no new assets, right?
We're just doing right now.
Yeah. So we're going to take me 10 minutes to catch up, and then I'll get started proper. But please open Unity, open your Pong project.
Tá ligado o PC? É de Overwatch. Eu acho que eu não tava assim, mas essa é a expressão. Mas eu já tinha instalado no PC, é maneiro. Eu tinha embora dele jogando uma coisa, eu achei fatal. Não, mas é. Aí eu sou muito grande. Eu tenho que ficar aprendendo a jogar a bola nesse dois. Mas da hora. O Gabriel. Não, tá ligado? A gente sempre tá assistindo todos os jogos do mundo. What is this?
Pong.
No, no, it's fine.
What do you mean?
This growth.
Oh, it's just the 2 walls on top of each other. So I'll move them now. I'm just as fast as I can trying to get this back to where it was.
Oh, I see.
Rigidbody 2D.
Have the third.
No, I thought I had it already uploaded, but check the link. Phew.
If you want to enable us, can just put our Larry and just double to it.
Oh, it'll take too long to send up. There's like 6,000 different temp files. No,
Okay.
I swear, this will be very fast. Bless you. Okay, I am caught up now. Apologies for the late. We'll start adding a new UI. Okay, so UI, the first thing we're going to do is reset the ball's position when it hits either one of these goal walls. Demarcate them with a little separate color. If it hits these green walls, then we're going to reset the ball's position on collision. We are already using on collision enter for the racket. So we'll just open the ball script and modify it. I should have it open right here. So we're checking if we hit the racket on the left, then we change our angle based on this with our hit factor, taking in the racket height, the ball position, and the racket position to calculate it. And we're just going to use that again to check for our wall names. So whatever you've named your walls, mine are wall left and wall right. So I'm going to do another if statement inside of on collision enter. And just check for the name wall right and wall left. So first we're going to change the position. We know that this script is on the ball. So the position is our transform position. We're calculating it here, transform position, which means ball position. We can change that. Equals, we could say a new vector. We could put it right in the center, 0, 0. I'll do the same for wall right. So X position 0, Y position 0, it'll just be dead center. We test that right now. We should see when it hits the walls, it reappears in the center. Center.
Seems like the ball's still at 1.
Hmm?
Seems like the ball's still at 14 when he hits the ball.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening. It's teleporting, changing position. The second it collides, here it's hitting that collider, and it's going to teleport right to the center. Now, from a gameplay perspective, there is a bit of an issue in that when it hits the wall here, in Pong, it should reappear and go back towards you because you've lost the point. Like it goes back towards you. So we can change direction if we want. We could also change its position from dead center to slightly off. But that all depends on what we want to do. But yeah, if we want to do the direction change, then we can do this hit factor stuff yet again. Matter of fact, I can just copy this whole thing. I'm going to get all these comments this time. So I just copied all this and pasted right down here. Didn't seem to change direction. Oh, maybe I have that backwards.
You don't have the variable y there. Yeah.
Ah, good point. I can't do y. I can go 0 though. We don't need to calculate that hit factor y. There's only wall left, not wall right. There we go. That's what I wanted. So it comes back on you. If you lose, then you have to serve. Here's if it hits that side.
Wow. Não, pô, nada aí direito. É, aqui, ó. Eu falei coisa que eu falo. Fala coisa tão cheia. Você falou certo. É, foi o contrário. I'll test that one more time. Should be working. Yep. So if you lose a point, it keeps coming back at you. Stuck. No. Freak accident. Well, that's when you need to make the paddles go forward. Yeah, this the right.
Horizontal. Yeah. Okay, so let's add our UI to this next.
Or the ball, or just blanket.
Hmm?
Just blankets. You don't choose like the ball.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be for the whole level here.
Camera.
Okay, so yes. So let's add a UI canvas text mesh object. Yeah. Essentials, yes. I don't need the examples and extras. And double click on my canvas. I can see my new text. Good. Once you create text, you should have a canvas created automatically. I'm going to change this to score 1, the name. I'll change its reading to say player 1. Anchor, since it's top left, I will set its anchor to be top left. It's going to stick it to the top left of the canvas. And we want another readout on the other side as well for player 2.
I put like when I put play and then it's still done. I don't forget that, but
Oh, in the game.
yeah.
And make sure you have the canvas selected so you're seeing the whole thing. Double click on your canvas or press F. You can focus on anything, press F. And just remember, this is our whole screen and just mapping to those 4 corners.
I put stuff even if I put like top to left, so it should be there.
Well, that's just where the anchor is. The position, it's relative to that anchor. If I go to my game, I can see it's in the top left. If I rescale, it's sticking to that top left. But that doesn't mean where it's going to be. I can have it way down here in the bottom right corner. It's still going to be there. It's just anchored. See, it's not tracking to that bottom right corner because it's not anchored there. Anchored to top left. So if I change that anchoring to bottom right, it'll work a lot better. Bottom right. And you see as I'm changing it, there's the anchor symbol. So that jumps around as I change it. Anchor, 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 anchor. If it's bottom right, and I'm resizing the screen, now it's respecting that bottom right corner. So if you're putting your mini map in the bottom right, you need it anchored there, so it'll always stick there no matter what the size of the screen is. No worries. Okay, player 2 score. Duplicate, Control D. Let's move that over. Score 2. Change the text. 2.
Não, mas é muito tá meio esquerdista, tá meio esquerdista, eu sou. Cara, é só o do esquerdo pode marcar. O da esquerda marca então, Oi?
Okay, so two Canvas UI score things in place. We now need to put some logic into our script to add on to the score when we hit these walls. We go back to the walls, F. So we hit wall left or we hit wall right. And we're going to change that score. So first, let's make some integers to hold our score. So I made two variables here, score 1 and score 2. They're both equal to 0 by default. And then when we hit that wall, we're going to add on to either score 1 or score 2. Wall left. If it hits the wall on the left, that means the score on the right goes up, so player 2's score. Change. Score 2 equals score 2 plus 1. And that's the same as writing. I'm going to change it for wall right as well. We'll change it for player 1. Score 1. So writing score 2 plus 1 is the same as writing score 1 plus plus.
Or you can just put score 1 plus.
I like to do it every way. But yeah, score 1 plus plus would work too. But that's only if you're adding one thing on. You know, if you want to add bonuses, then it's like score 1 equals score 1 plus 10. Oh, it's a 10-point bonus.
Yes.
Oh. Let's add a debug log. So when you have that tested, make sure it is adding up the score correctly. I'm going to test right now. Score is 1, score is 2, score is 3, score is 4. So player 2 is getting those points. How am I doing this again? Okay, so everything working for me anyway. Hope it is working for you too. The last words I said on the recording were, "Everything's working for me." Windows button.
É uma bola, pela raquete. Não, mas é raquete, não. Animal, sabe? Eles ficam ensinando. Dá pra a gente manda raquete, Rock Rock, Rocket, Rock, Black, Rock. O que significa small? É, não tem a bola. Ele falou, eu tinha levado da bola, eu te mandou pra raquete. Pra poder desenhar pra mim. É bom, mas você tem que mudar algum protetor do outro lado. Se fosse, estaria funcionando.
Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's access these things. I can't remember what the TMP Pro reference is. I'm going to assume it's TMP Pro. Maybe I'll get some autocomplete to help me. But to handle this, I'm going to create a script called UI Manager and put it on my canvas. So I'm going to make a new script. Mono behavior script. UI Manager. I'm basically just going to control any of my UI stuff through there. First up, I'm going to add my using UI reference just in case you need to recall it. So using Unity Engine.UI. Right at the top of UI Manager.
Ele não tem essa parte que ele usa.
Ele fez quando ele eu não
Não tem cliente e
Poxa, eu não consigo instalar o If you drag the score there, no.
No. We shouldn't use TextMesh Pro trying to update it, but.
Você tem um controle dele. Sei. Papel assim. Vamos ver aqui, quando fazer o projeto, ele vai ficar.
I think I'll have to go back to the legacy way if I can't figure this out. I'm sure we used TextMesh Pro just before Christmas. I'm sure we did it, but I can't remember what I did.
The automatically complete of the VS Code.
Mm.
There's a Visual Studio, so you just public text.
Yeah.
It's restart or update that we.
I think both of them will be fine. Well, we're not using them for any of that. Okay, so none of them work for TextMesh Pro.
All, fine, all.
you have on YouTube from the previous class.
Yeah.
Mas, primeiro, enfim, vamos falar então. Que fez diferente.
Okay. Okay, so something has changed with TextMesh Pro. I'm gonna forget about that. I'm gonna have to change the ball script. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna have to change Unity from so slightly. So I'm gonna remove these two, score 1 and score 2, just delete them. Instead, I'm gonna use the classic text because I can't see what's going on here. UI canvas, legacy text. So instead of TextMesh Pro, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna come back to that when I can figure out how to use it properly. Legacy text.
But we need to change the.
Nothing needs to be changed in the script because we haven't added anything that refers to the UI.
People script people in the ball script
Ball script's fine.
because we had the score there.
Yeah.
We're gonna use it.
Yeah, but that's still fine. That's a separate integer. It's calculating. We're going to use that. We're going to use it the same way we're going to use it before. So nothing needs to be changed there except instead of TextMesh Pro, not using TextMesh, I'm going to legacy text because it is stable. And I'll have to do a quick repositioning of where they are. Layer 2 over here. Doesn't look as nice, I'm afraid.
You have to do the anchors now.
To redo it, yeah. I redrew it.
Eu preciso terminar o script, mano. Que script? O último que deu UI. Isso.
Não tá funcionando.
Mas não é pra usar? Ou vai usar?
Provavelmente vai. Vamos só.
Okidoki.
Como não vai pra usar? Não vou usar agora.
Provavelmente vai. Então, tá. Esse aí é o.
Okay, so I'm in the UI Manager.
Não, mas aí não tem nada.
I've made this text P1 score, P2 score. Using Unity Engine UI because we're going back to the legacy. And inside of Unity, you should see the two slots. Player 1 score, player 2 score on my UI Manager, which is on the canvas. And because we can just load in our two text objects here, P1 score, P2 score.
Can you go back to the script?
Sure.
So,
Just the variable created.
context just get the verb. Then actually
Yeah, then back in Unity, I can just use my selector dot. You can see player 1 score, player 2 score. See the little dot here. I'll just load them in. Player 1 and player 2.
Você fez o cabelo ótimo.
On ball, we have our public int score 1 and score 2. We're going to access them and apply them to our UI. Player 1 score. Get components. Unity engine dot UI. going to access the ball script. Dot score 1. It's not giving me the autocomplete. Ah, yes, I didn't make it static. So, trying to access this from the ball script, but unfortunately, the only way to access is to make it static, so it's the same variable across all scripts. So right now, it's not being accessed. You can see I'm trying to. There's ball, but I'm not getting score 1. Okay, the setup. I'm applying our text object here, and I'm using getComponent to access the text property, so I can change it. Like a rigid body reference, looking for the component rigid body. This one's looking for the UI text object, a component, because this script is on the canvas. So back in the ball script, I'm just going to make one change. And for score 1 and score 2, I'm just going to make those static. Static. Mm-hmm. Now when I go back here, I should be able to access ball dot score. There we go. We can see both of them now because they're both static, score 1 and score 2. Could not access them before, but now we can because we've added that word. Again, in the ball script.
Why is not identifying as a variable?
I cannot.
In which script?
The UI manager.
Okay, just make sure you have this using line up here.
Yes.
But I know why. Because our points there, they are int, so we need to make it to true string, something like this. Try to put a score there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. The toString method.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you cannot convert.
Oh, that's true.
Yep. That is correct. ToString, capital T, capital S. So yeah, that just converts your int to a string or a float to a string. So we can put it up as text. We test right now. Player 1 score should be working. Player 2 score, no. I can see a little 0 up here, very small. Oh, it's not updating. Not working at all. Oh yeah, I'm getting the wrong score. How do I do this? How do I, it's like 5 times I've done this. Okay, my score is a little small as well. I'm just going to change that. Give a bit of space. Let's say font size 32. Let's say font size 32.
But I do not to write flavor.
You can see the numbers going up. Hooray!
days we need to extend this info from the developer.
Yeah, we could also add a little note here as well. This is player one. So I could add a string here and say
Yes,
player one plus ball one score. But now it's going to set that with the words player one in front of it and then add the score afterwards. Hey, player 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get it set up for the other side, we can just copy that line and change a few things. Instead of player 1 score, player 2 score. Instead of player 1, player 2. And instead of score 1, score 2.
Não coloquei, mas aqui, ó. Não dá bola sempre aqui de fazer mais aqui, ó. Vai lá pro
Okay, and that ends part 1.